Power 106 Brown Bag Mornings. Ooh, the morning just got more icy. We got the icy queen herself in here, Saweetie. Hi.
Hey, girl. What's up, guys?
I love it. Saweetie came with the new single, Nani, all right? And we're going to run it for you. But, Nani, we don't even know what it's about yet. We haven't heard it, okay? Yeah. But I'm assuming. So we want to give you different names. And you tell us if these are also good names for the Nani.
Oh, I love
all right?
that.
Okay. Concha.
Ooh, concha.
Yeah. So in Spanish, so in Spanish, it's a sweetbread. Like a sweetbread is called, like there's a concha.
Yeah.
Would that be like a good?
Mommy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Guys, do your little the ones you were saying. Go say it for her now.
Baby hole.
What?
What are you talking about?
No.
What are you talking about?
See,
No me gusta.
No me.
You set me up.
Okay. On this new tape, you said you call it Doja because it's pretty. I like Doja.
That's on my pretty bitch freestyle.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So Doja would be a good name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else?
Damn, mine's basic. I just say vajayjay.
Okay.
I need
No, give it love. Maybe just use Nani.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was about
Nani,
that.
Nani,
I'm over here.
What'd you guys say about Capri Sun?
It was pouch, front pouch. No, no.
Sweetie, I need help. I'm telling you.
No, am I close?
Get him out the room.
No worries. Hey, get out.
I'm making assumptions. That was an assumption.
Tell them But you must have fun with this stuff. I love when it comes to your music, sweetie. You are not taking yourself too seriously. You know you're bad. You know you can rap. But at the same time, girls have fun with it. Like, own who you are and then enjoy these vibes.
Well, I like to have a good time. Mm-hmm.
Tell me about the creation of Nani. Like, what is it about this song that you're like, this got to be the setup for the summer? Because we're about to hit the summertime. It's about to be Memorial Day weekend.
Mm-hmm. You know what's hella crazy is I locked in with Jean-Baptiste, and we were like 3 songs in. I cut several records with him. I have another record with him called Bless, and I'd like to play that for y'all sometime.
Yes.
But we were like a couple songs in, and he was like, I have a record for you. I don't know if you're going to like it, but I'm going to play it for you, and if you don't like it, then we can pass, and we can move to something else. As soon as he put it on, I felt like Princess Peach.
Come on.
And I was a Super Mario, Nintendo baby.
Yeah.
So I was like,
N64
I love
Mario
this.
Kart?
Huh?
Mario Kart?
Yeah.
Are you Peach?
No, I like what's it, Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Yeah.
But I just love like the vibe of it. It just it made me feel like happy, and I just feel like that's how I want to feel. That's how I want to pop off the summer, and it kind of made me feel like remember LA? Remember how LA had that run where it just felt like bright and colors? I think it was like between 2010, 15, but it just felt like Fairfax was popping, Melrose was popping,
Diamond Supply, all that.
Oh my God, like Billionaire
Come
Boys
on.
Club. Yeah, I feel like it brought me back to that era, and I just was like, okay, we gotta do this.
Were you around at that time? Because I know you're from the Bay, and I know you went to school here, but you were out there, like you felt that.
Yes. So I came out here. I was in San Diego, but I was coming up every weekend on the train.
Shut up.
Yes, because LA just had that vibe. So I was out here from like 2011 to now.
Damn. So you came like after the jerky movement. I know the exact moment you're talking about.
It was like the
Tyler, the
Clever
Creator, Odd
Heavy.
Future, they were running through Fairfax. It was just a cool moment.
I had my fake ID going to Supper Club.
Wow.
Club.
Just to stand on them couches. Look
The
at
white
us.
couches. And Playhouse.
Damn, sweetie. That's so tight.
Was it Red Cup Sundays back then?
Red Cup Sundays did
Yeah.
exist
That
that
was a
time.
thing.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. But do you guys
was ratchet.
remember Toxic?
Yes.
The club?
You were there?
Yeah, with my fake ID.
What was the name on your fake ID?
Shout out to my girl Akina. I
Oh,
love
she let
her.
you borrow her?
Yeah, she used to date like one of my cousins, and we always just stayed cool. And she was a couple years older than me in high school, and she was just like one of them cool, like popular, fun, pretty girls.
Yeah.
But she let me hold her ID.
You never got caught at all? Like you never?
Never.
No.
Dang.
Vic's fake ID, what did yours say?
Wesley Pipes.
You're kidding.
Wesley.
No, I swear to God. That's what it said.
It's a real
Out of control.
I know, right? Strike two.
Strike two.
Why'd you set me up again.
I bet you. Wait, hold on. I bet you he's really fun when he gets lit, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
All
he's
the
the
time.
best.
Yeah.
He was definitely underage drinking.
Oh yeah, Four Locos, Four
Yeah.
Locos, all that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I want to thank you in advance for that song. I already know I'm gonna be in a setting with a lot of beautiful women, and then I'm gonna be DJ. I'm gonna have to like play something on the aux, and I'm gonna play that song, and it's gonna get them lit.
I know
Like
that's
it's
right.
already. I already heard. I was like, oh, yep, this is going in the playlist.
Yeah.
Well, you know what it is? I feel like Nani is just like main character energy.
Mhm.
I feel like it's the soundtrack to just like a good ass day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about rich activities real quick because just knowing that it's more of a spirit of what you do, right? Is there a thing that makes you feel rich, sweetie? I know, like, definitely could spend some bread on something that makes you feel like, but what's that thing? If you're feeling down, you go do or you purchase or you have in your life that just makes you feel bomb again.
Girl, my crab legs.
Crab
legs.
My seafood boil.
Come on. What's
Ooh,
your LA
girl.
spot?
I
Because we
like.
got to find out which one's out here.
True.
So I like the Krabby Crab. That's in Sherman Oaks.
Okay.
And then I also like seafood. Boiling crab. The one in Burbank.
Mm.
I can catch you at the Burbank Boiling Crab.
Girl, I went there like last week.
Oh my God. People don't even know.
I didn't
They
know.
just see Sweetie at the table with the
with the
No,
big.
they saw me, but they was like, "Are you Sweetie?" And I'm just like, "Girl, why you gonna ask me?" I was like, "No, that's my cousin."
If you want to meet her though. Yeah, now I got this crab leg in my mouth.
Leave me alone right now, please.
So suspicious with crab legs. No.
No, but that's one of my favorite things to do. Like, I love going out to eat at restaurants. Like, I love just being like normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have like a Yelp bookmark list? My husband loves
girl,
going.
I am a pro Yelper. And
Yeah?
I will leave
No
you a
way.
Yelp review.
Shut
Dang.
up.
Like, you know how there's Finstas? I have
Yeah.
like a Yelpster. Like,
Dog.
That's it.
That guy Maximo.
Right.
He like low-key does rap bars against some restaurants. You know,
Yeah,
like.
he'll write like a diss song
Yeah.
in the Yelp.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my
He's
God.
gotta show you his Yelp. Pull one up so I can have it.
It's
read
Sir
it so you can
Yelpington,
check
right?
it
What
out.
is it?
Sir Yelpington.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his thing.
But I
My
like.
nickname is Sir Charles Yelpington.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sir Charles.
But I know, like, you know, it has to be a Finsta because if they see Sweetie,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
gonna be like, no.
Yeah, they're not gonna believe you.
Yeah. That's
No,
tight.
yeah, that's super funny. Just tell me about, like, you know, I was telling everybody in the room before you got here, like, you got one hit, like, it's always like you keep a hit. You know, like, how difficult is that? Because it's like sounds change and everything, but it's like you always have one. The summer's coming up. It's like, boom.
Yeah.
Okay, I already know. Nani,
You're
it's
not
it.
gonna miss.
She's up.
You know, I'm so happy you said that, and I hope that the artists who are watching can learn. But I feel like the hits come from, you know, happiness. It comes from how you're truly feeling. I
Yeah.
feel like I wasn't getting hits when I was trying to chase a hit.
Mm.
But like when you listen to like My Type, Tap In, Back to the Streets, all of those were just organically made.
Yeah.
Like just relaxing in the studio, having a good time, having a bomb ass conversation with whoever's in the room, and then that's how a hit is created. Like I didn't even know Nani was going to get to this point. I was like, oh John, this feels like Princess Peach, and let's cut it. So I just feel like don't chase it, just live in that moment.
And then with your hits that you have, like, a lot of songs come and go. We know we hear it's like, oh, this is number one, and then it's like, okay, but we never hear it after that year's over, right? Best Friend, that's a forever song. People are gonna play that
Yeah.
with their best friend.
That's a bestie
forever,
anthem.
right? Yeah. Other records, it's like, okay, yeah, we know that we're gonna play this for a very long time. What is it about, like, these kind of like evergreen topics that you kind of touch on that it's like it's gonna translate for years and years?
Honestly, that's just God. Because it just so happens to be that, but that wasn't my intention. Like, my intention is just always just to have a good time. So I'm happy that you guys feel that way, but I think when I create a song, I'm just purely creating, and if it's evergreen, then it's evergreen.
I'm trying to get the song, but I know, like, on the last tape, on the mixtape, you talked about, like, how, because this is the thing, we see Sweetie, and boom, you're already there. Rich Tivity's, come on, like, 7-figure, right there. That's got to be next to you. But, like, you were talking about how in your whip, you had your closet was in your car. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was, like, the really, like, getting it, like, hustling, right? I think people confuse that you had to come up too. People always think, boom, she's here, or she's beautiful. Of course, she always got it. There was, even just remembering, like, that first, like, freestyle vid of you. That wasn't the first video you ever made. Or it might have been because you're bomb. But there was time that went into that. There was that grind that went into that. Talk to me about like that, having the whole closet in your whip, sweetie.
Oh my gosh, girl. You made me cry.
Come on.
But I remember I was too like proud to tell like my friends and my family that I had nowhere to stay. And I was literally like couch surfing. But it was cool because like people always wanted me around. So it's like I didn't have to worry about having a place to stay, but like my homegirls knew what was going on. But I never wanted to like
the pride was to say something.
I never wanted to take up space in someone's house. So I would just keep my closet in my car. Sweet. But you know what? It was cool because when it was time to party, I didn't have to go home. I just had to go to my trunk. Yeah. But I would plan like my weeks out. I mean, like my week out. Mm-hmm. Like if somebody wanted me to pull up, I'm like, okay, cool. I can go to this house this day, this house that day. I might go see like my cousins a couple of days out the week just to break up, you know, me being at the homie's house. But it was like, girl, talk about having no confidence. It was like I would even feel bad about partying. I know I just made that comment, but it's just like, imagine not having the money, couch surfing, and then, you know, sometimes being in the club or like being at parties. Yeah. Like I would always just go home early because I felt like I didn't deserve to be there.
Dog, sweetie. Wow. Mm-hmm. And you know, the thing is, at that point, people thought you had it all too. Again, because either you have the looks too, you're going to school. Like, I don't know exactly the years you're talking about that existed. But
girls, after I graduated.
So people expect, or you think people expect things of you to be at a certain place or have this certain, like, thing to keep up with.
It was like I could either get a job, but as a graduate, you know, most of us are looking for full-time jobs. But if I'm full-time, I'm working 40 hours a week. Yeah. And if I'm doing 40 hours a week, it's the same thing as going to school. And if I'm doing that, then I'm not doing music. So I just had to give myself a deadline. So I was broke for a year. I was doing that couch surfing thing. Yeah. I was like, okay. That's why in Icy Girl, I said, looking in the mirror, I thank God for what I'm about to be. Because I swear I was looking in the mirror. I said, you broke bitch. I said, you need to get your shit together. No, I was like disgusted with myself because I was renting rooms. After I was couch surfing, I finally found that on Craigslist, you can like rent rooms. And that was like, that saved my life because I didn't have enough money to get an apartment because you have to do the pay stubs. Yep. Yeah. And you have to have 3 times the amount of what rent is. Yep. And I was like, I don't fucking have that. Yeah. Yep. But with Craigslist, you don't have to do that.
No, someone already has the crib.
Yep. Yeah. So I was renting rooms, and thank God I never had anything happen to me. But one time, like I was writing my freestyle raps, and when it was time to write Icy Girl, like I was like, I can't even pop shit. Yeah. I was like, I can't even lie like that. Yeah. So I literally was like, you know what? I'm not here right now, but I'm going to eventually get there. So I'm going to thank God for what I'm about to be.
So that was like literally the manifestation rap. Yeah.
No, Icy Girl is literally full of affirmations. Like whatever like God gave me in those moments when I was writing that in my Craigslist room with, I had a love couch and a mattress. That's it. But, I mean, it was cool because cleaning up was really fast.
Your sense of humor and your ability to see, like, the silver lining, that comes with a lot. Because, like, we talk about just, like, how God puts us through trauma. And then it's like, I'll make you funny, though. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, here, I'm going to give you the ability to make other people feel good, right? And I think you see that, like, you've been through some shit, but also that lends itself to how carefree you might seem. Or, like, you're not understanding that this is real life, that there's some real hardships behind it. But dog, we gotta take this lightly. We here. And look at, dude, the fact that it turned out that way, because you could have been like these manifestations rap and then still be in that Honda or that dog, not gonna lie. But the fact that you're now Saweetie, the household name that we see, that we're freaking popping Nani's to. God, see? Look at that. Look at that. Look at us. Look at God. That's amazing, Saweetie. That makes me so happy.
But you know what also made me get my shit together? So after being broke in LA for a year, you know, paying bills, and after you pay the bills, it goes down to whatever dollar amount it is. I was like, you know what? This isn't me. Like, I always aspired to be like a boss bitch.
Yeah.
And when people try to make it seem like, oh, I've always had it together, no, that's just the aesthetic that I was giving online on Tumblr and on like Instagram. And you know, them Visco filters, you put the right thing on, it can make you look real expensive. But I sat down one day and I was like, you know what? I'm going to give myself a year to make it. And if I can't make it, I'm going back home and I'll probably just, you know, stack my paper up and then move back to LA because
try again.
And just try again. On the 9th month is when I got discovered. And that's why I just signed the contract because I was like, I need this money.
Yeah, I need this right now. This is my sign. This
schedule.
was it.
Yes.
That's crazy. When you were like in that era of like couch surfing and stuff, did you get to really know LA? Like, were you staying in like different parts of the city and stuff like that?
I've stayed in downtown LA, you know, in the heart of downtown, on the outskirts of downtown. I've stayed in Northridge. I've stayed in Sherman Oaks, Toluca Lake, Studio City, Glendale. I really know the streets of LA. Yeah, especially like in the Valley. I feel like that's my hood.
There's too much Valley representation on this show.
We're like different parts of LA, and then we got OC in here, but we're always like fighting
like
for representation.
It's like Maximo, Letty,
and Sweetie,
Ramona,
and Sweetie.
Okay, I'm so
me, her, and
I'm
Greg.
jealous.
Like kind of
the outskirts of LA.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you be an OC girl?
Girl, it's far.
Got
gas.
I know. There's this page that's called Suburban LA. Shout out to our homies over at Suburban LA. But they'll pop up a photo of someone that's not from here and be like, what part of LA would so and so be from? So if they popped up Sweetie and they're like, what part of LA would Sweetie be from? We would say the Valley.
Okay.
Let's go.
The Valley girl.
I accept it. I'm so happy.
So you have the song Back to the Streets. Speaking of like forever songs. That's like the national, like, I just broke up with my man anthem, like forever. Like, if just know, like, if a girl posts that with like a cute picture of herself, like, she's gone.
She's gone.
She's gone, and that's what you created.
Okay.
She's like, oh my God.
It's not my bad decisions. It's your
Can
song.
that be strike 3? Remember he had 2 strikes?
He get a little pass.
Oh, okay.
Because I like that he feel away. At least he know.
Yes. Yeah. It's happened
You know, how do you feel about empowering women to leave their men's?
Right?
How do you feel about giving
Where'd
them
you
the
learn to do
confidence
that
to leave me? All I did was mess up a couple times.
Oh, gosh. You should have just stayed. Nah, sweetie, it's cool to have you in here. I appreciate you anytime you come through. I know you mentioned about, like, it's not MAC on my lip, it's icy. Do you have your own lip gloss or your own?
So I was working on my icy lip gloss line like 2 years ago. It had fell through, to just be quite honest with you. So I'm getting back to the lab and recreating it in the moment. But you know, it takes time because with lip glosses, you have to shelf them to see what the shelf life is.
Like.
So it takes like a while to get like the product ready because although I may like the formula, it has to do the shelf life test.
Yeah. And then you have to like it because then there's the ones that will last 20 years, but you put them on, they look like a brick on your face. Yeah. Because I definitely feel like you have that ability to make a brand pop, and especially if it's your own brand, I'm sure you're thinking that I'm a boss, you know. I want to see what else I can delve into. Music is the baby, but there's so many other branches to that. What about acting, sweetie?
Oh, girl. So I was on BMF recently. It came out a month ago. You know what? I like being on other people's sets because it's like I'm learning what they're doing in their world. And I'm not like, it's not me and I'm not approving and doing everything. Although I do like doing that kind of things. But as a creative, I like going into other creatives' worlds just to see how they're working.
I can see you being Princess Peach though, in like an animated film.
Girl, see Super Mario.
Call me.
Did you ever play Smash Brothers? Super Smash Brothers?
Which one was that one?
Where they
Well,
fight.
they fight each
Like
other.
the fighting one.
I didn't really like that
Not
one.
really.
Yeah.
It's
more the racing
Like
one.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
Let's go. Thank you so much, sweetie, for coming
Thank
by.
you.
Anytime you
Girl,
want to
you
come
made
by.
me cry.
I'm sorry.
Just
I'm sorry. But look, let me tell you, so many of us relate to that part. Like I was a teen mom. I was driving to Palm Springs in a hoopty. I don't even know the brand of the car. That's how bad it was. My dad got it from a police auction. Sleeping in it, going to where like the truckers sleep, because I had still lived out here. I couldn't afford to move back, move over there. It's looking back, it's scary. Like you said, like looking back, like thank God nothing happened to me in those rooms. But you did what you had to, and now you're here. Like, sweetie, your testament is gonna be beyond. And like, I know I said we're about to wrap, but like you listen to your OGs, and I think that's so important. And I think like you have a lot of guidance, and I think sometimes we think we know everything. I want you to tell me about just like the being able to listen to people that have experience.
You know, like both of my parents raised me. So like naturally I love being around like older people. Like that's really like my vibe. Like I'd rather kick it with some old people.
Come on, let's go have some tea.
No,
let's go.
Girl, you young.
No. I'm 47.
Girl, she look young. But I've always just respected the game. I've always just respected the wisdom. And like interestingly that you say that, I mean, I don't know if anybody believes in astrology, but according to my chart, like the way my planets is lined up, like I love just like wisdom. So like I love to
drawn to it.
I'm drawn to it. Like that's what I get. That's what I like to do. So it's like I think I'm just naturally drawn to just like learning about other things.
I love. Is it like in books or is it in people? Is it in YouTube videos? Like,
actually, what I will tell you is all of that. And one of my favorite books is The Alchemist, and I always read it. It's weird. I'm always drawn to that book in different parts of my life, and every time I read it, I look at the story in like a very much different way. Like in this moment in my life, I feel like I made it to the pyramids, and then he dug out. And he's just like, what the hell is this? But then in that moment, he realized that the journey was a true treasure.
All this
treasure.
time.
Damn,
this
tongue
whole
twister.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like I'm at that moment in my journey.
Wow, like appreciating everything that led to this point.
Right. And I remember there was a moment where I was like, I feel like I was in that glass workshop, you know? Like you're working a lot, but you're not going anywhere. I feel like that's how I felt for the years where I wasn't so present.
Right.
You know, invisible. But I was, you know, cleaning, figuring out my life, cleaning out
but
like,
even that
the parts of my life that
is
needed
parts
to be
of that spiritual cleansing.
Exactly.
Even making room in real life helps the internal life. I'm that way with 4 agreements. Like there's different parts of the 4 agreements that I can go back to, be like, oh, okay, this is where I'm at in life. That's that. You need a Saweetie book list. You do. Yeah. Because Brother Nip had that. And I know you're right there. Like, you see it eye to eye. Like, you understand, like, it's more than just what we present. It's literally, you got to do that internal work. So.
Oh, you really do. And another book just for, like, my retailers who's watching. I remember I was working at Victoria's Secret in Abercrombie. And, girl, I suck with them customers.
Would you get mad at them?
No, because if you don't want to talk to me, then okay, cool. I don't want to talk to you either.
And then, I don't want to see if you need a size fitting or
right. But then my manager was like, she was really strict. I work for Pink, Victoria's Secret, and she was like, today you guys really need to go make friends. Like, make sure you talk to the people more.
Yeah.
Like, get them to spend some money. And I'm thinking, girl, I'm not getting no commission
for a friend.
But
for every friend like that.
But however, like, I had to like learn in that situation. And like I said, I like to like learn about things. So I'm like, so I read How to Win Friends and Influence People, and that helped me like with my retail jobs.
Come on.
Yeah.
That helps you day to day, I bet. Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I was able to take the skills that I learned when I was in college working at those jobs, and I apply it now subconsciously. But I remember that book really helped me a lot because I started to learn how to talk to strangers. Because at first I was just like that awkward girl folding up the panties. Like,
like you're here in case.
Wait, hold on, you need some help? Okay.
Back to this little thong fold. Just a string.
Do you think that's because of your astrology? Like because you're a Cancer? Do you think it's like kind of harder to come out of your shell?
You know, that's a really good question. I feel like I'm an anti-social extrovert. I feel like if I don't know you, like I'm very like in my shell, but if I know you, I just be talk your ear off.
Yeah.
I'm a Cancer too. That's why I'm like, it makes sense. I sucked at retail too.
You get a strike.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. I was like, sales. I'm like, I tried to sell cars one time. I'm terrible. I'm like,
because you have to go out to the people.
You have to talk
like
to strangers.
No, because we not into that fake conversation.
Yeah. Small talk.
No, small talk. No, but through that book, I was able to learn how to, do a little something.
Yeah. So what would you tell them? Like, I come into Pink. What are you gonna tell me?
So I would just focus on their day, and then so what'd you do today? Because instead of selling them clothes, I was selling them a moment.
Look at you. Because
Oh,
I would
girl.
do. I would do retail too, and I'm like, no, if they need me, they can find me.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
that'd be
Pretty
me.
girls. Okay, pretty girls. See, that's us.
Yeah, I feel like if they are open to having a conversation, it helps just asking them about themselves because people want to talk about themselves.
Yeah.
Well,
And then-
sweetie,
And they don't
how
want
are
to
you?
feel like you're selling them something. They don't want to feel like you're selling
Yeah.
them.
Don't
Yeah.
Stop.
How's your day going, sweetie?
Well, she just made me cry.
I know. I'm gonna feel bad for the rest of my day.
No, she
Wow,
struck my
shit.
little cancer cord.
I want to hug you. I was like, I'm a mom, so I just want to be like, I'm
I'm
sorry.
just playing with
I'm
you.
sorry I did that. No, sweetie, thank you for coming in. We're gonna run the new single Nani, and I do like when you talk about a song like "Blessed," it has to be because you're so grateful, like you said in The Alchemist. That part of like, wow, look at all this, look at what I learned, and I'm sure that that's what's in store with this track too, right? Come on, like not stop.
I mean,
I'm looking at
with the project, yes, with Nani, it's a little bit more upbeat and
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Come on, sweetie in here. She's our favorite. You're our prima
Yeah.
now. You're our
Yeah.
cousin.
I know
That's
that's right. How do I say? I know that's why I didn't ask you.
Ya tú sabes.
Ya
Say
tú
ya-
sabes.
Sound like Morning's Baby Power 106.